All right, so here's our agenda for today. I want to apologize for all the technical difficulties, especially in class on Monday. Just so you know, these lecture recordings are for all my art and design classes, so that means blocks 3, 4, and 5. So if you hear me saying Monday or Tuesday, or if I'm saying Thursday or Friday, that's because I am referring to different blocks, but the same class, because I teach 3 art and design classes. So I am just going to give you kind of an overview. I've had, Monday especially was a really hard day for teachers, and we had a lot going on with all of our technology stuff. So I think that we need to do it a little bit differently. So I'm going to try doing these lectures, trying to keep them all less than 20 minutes and preferably under 10 minutes each. I'm going to do my best every week. So I'll give you a lecture, and you have 2 ways of going through it every week, every 2 days. So you'll have one on Monday or Tuesday and one on Thursday or Friday. I just wanted to clarify that for you. And you will be able to either go through it by just watching the whole thing and then saying, okay, I'll pull up the presentation from today and just work through everything today. Or you will work through it one by one and pause it and go work on that thing and then finish it and come back and watch the next thing. So it's kind of more of a self-paced thing. And then during class time, we will always check in with each other. We'll always, say hi at the beginning of the hour. And then I'll be hanging out on the Zoom call all hour for answering your questions or clarifying anything that might not be clear from my lecture. So what you'll do is you'll just put your questions in the chat, and you can send them to me privately or public through the chat to get them answered, and then I'll answer them. I'll probably answer them both in the chat and out loud, so that the answers will be there for those that may not miss it. Let's say somebody was in the bathroom and then they don't miss it, then it's in the chat too. So that is how I will run classes, and we'll see how it goes. So I did want to let you know that. And I want to let you know that there is a chance for you to go back. I actually made a lecture video for Monday. It was kind of a, retroactive. It had already happened, but there are quite a few people who couldn't get into class on Monday, some on Tuesday too. So then you can just watch what you missed, and that explains the things that you have to set up if you need those directions. So no matter what, if you were gone if you couldn't get into class or you didn't finish anything in class on Monday, you've got to read and sign the syllabus. You have to do the process journal setup and share it with me, and make sure that your name and your date are changed, your name and your hour are changed, and try to customize the front slide for me so that I know that it's you. And then here's the change. So I initially assigned process journal number 1 as just a digital selfie collage. And I'm changing that now because there were quite a few people who were struggling to get photop.com to work. I thought it would be an easy thing to use, but it wasn't. And I had a lot of people messaging me saying, this is a lot. This is hard to do. I heard you. You have been heard. And I have figured out an alternative assignment, which I have posted at the end. And that's what you can work on during class today once you finish all your catch-up stuff. And then we'll share it next week when we come back to our next class. But if you like the digital collage, you want to do that route, then you can stick right to that. If you took the photos already and you have that all ready for it, great, awesome. But now you have a choice if you are a person who doesn't want to go down that road. So this is what you'll be working on today. Just add digital collage / alternative project to that. And we are going to do a reflection at the end of class today. So you are going to want to stick around. You're always going to want to stick around the Zoom the whole class period. Now that doesn't mean you can't turn your camera off and go to the bathroom and get a snack or whatever. But just make sure that you're present, around our meeting so that you know what's going on in class. And then like I said, we will meet at the end of the hour too. So this is the collage, and here's the reminder of that too. I'll be around. Here are the collage parameters. This is in the presentation in today's folder. There are some examples for it here. These are past students of mine in my digital photography class, and these are extra fancy, so yours might not look this fancy. You might not have this much time. This kid really put a lot into the backstory of he's playing this video game against his friend, and there's like a lot going on here. So he used some of the pictures that he took and then some pictures that he found on the internet. So you can do that if you want to. Or you can do this alternative assignment, which is an identity grid. 20 boxes. They don't have to be words to describe you. They can just be like drawings that represent something, or you can have a mix of drawings and words. However you want to do it is up to you. I put my name on the top of mine. I'm working on one with my advanced classes, and I wanted to open it up to this class in case anybody was interested in doing that. You can work on it in class today, and we'll see how far we get, and then see how much we need to work on stuff in class next week. So I don't want to rush us through this first project here. Now, if you're worried about supplies, I understand. Like if that's why I tried to do this Photopea thing first, so that if you only had like, a pen and lined paper in your house, that you could just be like, okay, well, I'll do a digital thing this time. That's totally fine to do. That's why the opportunity is out there. But if you're like raring to go and you want to do some drawing, this is the opportunity for you. So here's going to be our reflection, and that will be in Schoology too, so I'm not going to keep that up. And have a great weekend. I'm not a homework giver. That's why one student messaged me the very first day. The first day was definitely a rough day, and said, you're asking a lot of us. This is too much. And I had to analyze all the stuff that I had given, and that there were some students that were already done at that point, but I thought everybody works at their own pace, and I think it will be better if I make tutorial videos with as much information as I can about what we're doing that day, and then if you have questions, you can come to me. This will help you too, hopefully, to learn how to advocate for yourself. Signing up for Class Remind would be a good idea if you wanted to just shoot me a quick it literally sends text to people. If you don't have the Remind app, it's very easy to use. It allows you to text people without seeing their phone numbers, just kind of like sharing info. And email me or message me on Schoology. But during class time, you can just put your message in the chat, and I will reply to it within a couple minutes. I just have to, get to the other messages that people leave in the chat too. So I'll go down the list on the chat and then hit each question and answer it. All right. So let's have a better day today, and let's breathe together and know that art class should never be a source of your stress. If it's a source of stress, then either you're doing something wrong or I'm doing something wrong. And I tell all my classes that. So just remember that. All right. Have a great weekend.